Test 2. Hi everybody, it's Larry with JusticeNewsNetwork.com, and I'm here with Dave Strider and Shazay, and you're from Standing Rock, right?
Yes.
All right. What brings you down to Washington?
A lot of things actually bring me to Washington. Just the scenery, the beautiful mountains, the rivers. It's just to say it's been a spiritual journey since Standing Rock, and it's taken me all over and met a lot of people who are fighting all for the same thing. That's the protection of Unchimaka, Mother Earth, and at the same time, passing and sharing that knowledge that was planted at Standing Rock, I would say. And for these past 3 years, it's been 3 years since it happened. And in a way, like, I've continued on with this energy, with this momentum feeling that carries us, that drives us every day to do what is right for ourselves and our family and our planet. So I'm here with Dave, and he's welcomed me to his house, and it's been, thank you, Dave. Thank you for housing me up here while I'm continuing on my journey up north.
Brother, it was an honor to have you. I mean, I've followed you since Standing Rock. Some of your videos, on the mercenaries who were there at Standing Rock trying to subdue the protests. And, that's where I started following you and listening to you. And then you went off the radar for a while, I said, what the hell, But he's here. We connected a couple weeks ago, and he said he was coming through the area, and I said, well, you got to stop in. And by
but
golly,
we've been connected for a while, though, right?
We have for a while. Ever since Standing Rock, we've been connected. I mean, my commenting on his posts and him in return, and the private messages and the sharing of his spoken word, and it's been an enlightening week to have him here at our home, and it's been a real blessing.
Well, thank you.
It's been a real blessing.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here in Washington and Tacoma. Just looking forward to sharing more moments with you guys, and sharing ideas, and I think that's what it's about when we're all fighting for our Mother Earth and for our families and our communities, and we all got to be that, carry on that flame, that spark that came from Standing Rock, and I think this is what's going on here.
I think so.
I mean, that flame.
You mentioned protecting Mother Earth, and in the process of protecting Mother Earth, we protect our families. We protect our neighbors. Those who do not agree with us, we are protecting them as well.
Exactly.
And whether you like it or not, I'm protecting Mother Earth. And as long as you're on this earth, I guess I'm protecting you too.
Yeah, as far as how to protect Mother Earth, if a lot of people are still sleeping, we got to wake up. It's a new day and age now, and we can see the world changing before our eyes, and a lot of people are waking up to the injustices to this planet and to our communities and to the people and to as a nation. And I think it's a process, but we all have hope. I have hope, I look forward to a beautiful day every day, because out of all the confusion and all the things that are hurting us and that push us to do what we do to protect our families, our communities, is we got to really not to forget ourselves during the whole thing of this battle. It's a one constant battle, and we're battling ourselves, we're battling with others, we're battling with the society, we're battling with the government and the corruption, but at the same time, we have to give ourselves that peace of heart, and each day as we wake up and breathe and continue to do these, bring the goodness and the love to the world. We got to step back at times and really enjoy the beautiful day, and that's what rejuvenates our spirit and keeps us alive all the time, But yeah, I kind of get carried off at times, but that's just the spirit talking,
But when it comes to, I want people to understand the definition of a warrior. A warrior would prefer not to go to war. A warrior would much rather have peace in community and unity and growth and love. Children playing, in the yard. Children being able to have the ability to go out in their neighborhood playgrounds, in their schools, and not worry about violence. And we have let our government dictate to us the level of fear that we need to acknowledge, and the knowledge and the level of fear that we need to accept. Well, I, as a Marine Corps veteran, do not accept any level of fear-mongering by those who are elected to represent us and to do the will. I think that those people in Washington, D.C., and that goes for state and local governments as well, you are public servants. And when you start doing the will of the people, you will see prosperity occur.
Yeah, true. That's a lot of truth you said there. And another issue would be indigenous rights.
Yes.
I know you stand firmly with us indigenous generations, that the first people you call them. I stand by you that too. I stand right by you.
Thank you.
To bridge this gap of two nations and two different lifestyles and two different. We don't like to divide. I don't like to say things like where we're putting in boxes and whatnot. But really, though, to be honest, the truth is that as long as our feet touch the ground, each and every individual on this planet is indigenous to this. And it's within our spiritual right to protect it and to preserve it. The caretakers of Mother Earth, each and every individual with a heart. We were talking about warriors, and basically we were describing warriors of heart. That's what we truly are. We go to war and we put our heart through things. Our heart expresses to the world how we truly feel about issues in our communities and in our reservations and wherever we're at on this planet. But I think that this disconnection with the people and the people who are in power is they forget that the people are the power.
Exactly. The people are the power. It is the will of the people. And right now, the will of the people has faltered. We've accepted things that were not. We've accepted lies. We've accepted the ability for our governments to say, this group of people. Well, guess what? In my study of history, that is the way they control, with fear, stopping and segregating other portions of the population. And I do stand with the first people, the indigenous nation, and because I have, through history, I've seen what has happened to them. Women and children and elders at Wounded Knee. Destroyed, decimated. Generations of knowledge that would have been passed on to the children, to the new elders that would have been coming in. Destroyed. Destroy a society. Instead of being good conquerors, we in turn continue to rape the indigenous people and the lands that they were allocated during treaties.
Yep.
And that there is a travesty. When our Congress makes a treaty, it becomes law. And when a state government or state officials or corporations can move into sacred ground and desecrate it, and the people, indigenous people and other people who support them, stand up like they did at Standing Rock, that's just one instance. That's just one instance. But it's the one that the world saw. That's the one that the world followed.
There's one thing that they forgot is, and this is what they don't understand, is 500 years of genocide and oppression to our people, and way of life and our teachings and our spirit, because that's what they did to us. And here I am, like right here, living and breathing and still continuing on that blessing, those teachings that are passed down through generation through generation. You see, when they come on our own homelands, and with that kind of force, see, what they don't understand is what's being, released within our spirits when we are oppressed to that point where they use percussion grenades, tear gas, water hose, fear. They don't understand that when the more fear they put in us indigenous people, in our spirit and our heart, that we become more alive. Even if you kill us, we come back with that much more strength and knowledge, to the point where in that time, who was all a part of that movement grew deeply spiritually inside, and we continue on that message each and every day. We're all blessed with that, and you have been blessed too. Not only going through what you seen at Standing Rock, but your whole life. That's what builds us to be who we are in the future and right here in the now.
I believe that.
And to be in your presence has brought meaning to mine as well. Like they say, the universe talks.
Yeah.
And the universe I've seen happen within this week, and it's been pretty crazy. And if a lot of people don't believe in the universe, then you all need to wake up, because, like I was saying, it sounds like nonsense, but really though it makes sense, because we truly are capable of a lot of things within us, even as much as they have put struggle on us. Because I've been through the struggle, still living through the struggle. We're all living in the struggle, but that's what makes us stronger as individual human beings on this planet.
And I want to tell you a little bit about this fight, this thing. We talk about third world nations. Living in our own boundaries of a national border, we have nations who are less than third world nations because we have pushed them away and tried to erase their memory that we were the conquerors. They had to, we did what we had to as conquerors. Well, that's not the way it is. That's not the way it should be. That's not the way it should be, especially when you have peace treaties that say that this is your land, and it is your land for all in perpetuity, as long as the United States is a nation. Well, guess what? When we are no longer a nation and we are eating ourselves up, as we sit here, the nation is eating itself up. When we have a president who can lie and people believe it, when we have a president who's telling, go back to where you came from. Mr. Trump, I speak for my brothers and sisters in the First Nation. You go back to where you're from. But you go back to where you're from, Mr. Trump.
That's just it, everybody, is these times that we're living in, it truly is end times. I mean, it's not like the world's going to end, but we're going through this destructive state within ourselves, and you can see it within the country. It's falling apart, it's being divided, and racism and hatred is spewing everywhere. But to remember, though, man, it starts with you, because we got to hold that goodness in our heart and that love. That's what we can do every day, is changing ourselves and changing our community. We really all got to wake up, because for the past couple hundred years, humanity has been under, the sleeping pill, and it's time to wake up. I mean, the truth is in front of us every day. We see it through movies, we see it through people, we see it through our actions. Like, we got to wake up now. It's a new world, and we are the ones that are going to change it, and change is happening right now as we speak.
And everybody, I'd like to just say one more thing in closing here. I've been blessed. My home has been blessed by having Shazay come. When I heard he was going to be in the area, I was excited. I was excited that I was going to finally meet one of the people who documented, one of the people who stood up, and one who still carries a message. And we have to make sure that we are waking up. We got to get up out of that. If it requires you to have a double shot of espresso to get up and to wake up, then damn it, have that 5 or 6 times a day, because what he has just said to you is the truth. It's coming. You may not see it, but it's coming. And it's out there already in the works. It's already in the works. Yep. Shazay, brother.
Well, Dave, it's really been an awesome time chilling with you here.
Oh, it has been. It has been. It's been a wonderful time.
And I want to thank you, and thank everybody out there. Remember, go outside and enjoy the beautiful day. It's so beautiful out today. And I think that's what a lot of people tend to forget and miss in their lives, is that daily reflection of yourself, just being out in the openness, and to remember why you're here, and to keep yourself focused.
Yatahe.
Yatahe.
Accept the blessings from the sky, right?
Yep.
Isn't that right, bro?
Amen.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Like it?